Hi everybody, it's Dave here from David UK Tours. Wrong side. There we go. For your weekly update on tips and tricks for visiting London, whether you're visiting London now or whether you're going to be visiting London in the future. And don't forget to stay on for this short update for my money saving tip at the end. Well, first thing, happy Easter for everybody. We're in the middle of the Easter period at the moment, so it's Easter Sunday today, and it was Good Friday last Friday. So hope you're all enjoying your Easter. And it's very busy in London. There's an awful lot of things going on because of that, and also we've got nice weather in London at the moment, so it's very pleasant. And there's lots of things to do, and lots of things you might want to be doing outdoors at the moment in London. One thing you might want to do is you can walk over the top of the O2, which used to be called the Millennium Dome. It's that big dome that they have by the river. They have lots of pop concerts and other events going on in there, but you can actually put a harness on if you want to, and you can walk all the way over the top. I have done it, and you do get a lovely view when you get to the top there. So you can do that. Other things going on, there's something called the Luminarium, and that's at the Woolwich Works. I'm going to put links to all this down below. And that's a spectacular walkthrough installation out of light, colour and calm. So it's a lot of it's sort of inflatable, and it's been put up, and it's sort of quite a sort of an interactive and enjoyable experience for walking through there. So if you want to go to that, that's the Luminarium at the Woolwich Works. At the Gabriel's Wharf, there's an Easter event going on there, and that's going to involve shopping, eating and entertainment. I suppose the three things we all love. And that's for all the family, so you can take your children along there, and they'll be well entertained, and you can do some shopping and you're eating while you're at it as well. So have a lovely day there if you go to Gabriel's Wharf. At Battersea Power Station, which used to be a sort of an old derelict power station at Battersea, but in recent years they've spent an awful lot of money on doing it up, and there's lots of housing there, but also there's a great big massive shopping centre there, and over Easter they've got a chocolate market. So if you like chocolate, can't think of a better place to go than the chocolate market at Battersea Power Station. So I've been spending a lot of time around Greenwich lately, and there'll be some videos coming out, and I'll put one on today, which you can see, and I'll link that as well. So Greenwich is a wonderful historic part of London. It's on the river, and it's got an amazing history, and there are many things to see. Some of the things are, there's a Royal Observatory is there, and there where the Meridian Line is. So the Meridian Line is something that was sort of created about 150 years ago to decide what east and west was. So if you stand on that line with your feet across the line, you can be both in the east and the west of the world at the same time. It's also where Greenwich Mean Time is set, and the rest of the world is either before or after Greenwich Mean Time. So that's the Royal Observatory's wonderful history there. You can also go and see the Cutty Sark, which is an ancient sailing vessel that used to take tea from India and China to the UK. And it was very important to be the first one back with the tea. And in fact, Cutty Sark was famous many years ago for being the fastest sailing ship in the world ever. But it's now been preserved as a museum, and you can go and have a look around the Cutty Sark. There's some three things there as well. So there's lots to see in Greenwich. So you can go to Queen's House, and I've linked the video to Queen's House, which is an amazing old house with wonderful architecture by a well-known architect called Indigo Jones, and it's also got some wonderful pictures, including Queen Elizabeth I's Armada painting, which is very famous. You can go there, and again, that's all free. Again, what's free? National Maritime Museum is there, and there's lots of history of Britain's maritime history, which obviously is renowned. And they've got some mementos from Admiral Lord Nelson, for example, who was killed at Trafalgar, and it's even got his uniform, and you can see the bullet hole in it where he was shot. And then there's Greenwich Park as well, and that's all free. So there's an awful lot of free things to do at Greenwich, but there's an awful lot of things if you want to go and pay a bit extra. So hope you're having a wonderful time in London if you're here, and hopefully you will be coming to visit us at some time in the future. So hope that was all useful to you. And obviously, don't forget to like and subscribe. You have a lovely Easter. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.